Right. So why people even talk like he the best at? He didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Possible. I think Lamont Roach is a good fighter, so he better shut up and stay focused.
Yeah, I think right now, Shakur the only fighter that I think that can really give him that challenge, just because, you know, he got very high IQ, great defense.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis responded to Shakur Stevenson's victory over Josh Padley with a dismissive LOL, brushing off his performance. Tank questioned the excitement surrounding Stevenson, noting that he hasn't yet competed at 135 pounds and has failed to show knockout power, even at 126. His replies serve as a direct challenge to Stevenson's standing as an elite fighter.
Your 135 contemporaries have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course, he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right. So why people even talk like he the best at? He didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you? All that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you going to get hit. What you going to do when you get?
Shakur Stevenson expressed his appreciation for Saudi Arabia's support of boxing and thanked Turki Alalshik for his contributions to the sport. He teased the possibility of future fights taking place in the region and mentioned the potential for a showdown with Gervonta Davis there.
I'm just going to say to you now, true warrior spirit tonight. Taking this on such short notice, a lack of preparation, but then now you know the levels in terms of if you want to achieve the ultimate goal in this. But the fighter in you, I could only imagine, is probably a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Obviously, I would like to have stayed in there a little bit longer, but conditioning wasn't quite there to body, and they were taking the toll, as you can probably see. Wouldn't have liked to have gone down to some of them, but not quite at that level yet, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
You know what? Sometimes there's no shame in terms of saying that you can just learn from this, because it's always a journey. So I'm just going to say to you, ultimate. The important question I asked you before was you going to achieve greatness tonight? It was a lot of variables for you to kind of control in terms of the changes, the new arena, all the rest of it. But when you reflect, Shakur, are you happy? That's what I want to ask you first.
Oh, I'm very happy. The name of the game in boxing is hit and don't get hit. I'm a master of it. I didn't get hit, and I hit the guy more than he hit me. So it was a great performance for me. I'm happy with it. There's probably some people that's going to critique and say this and say that, but shut up, I got it done, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
So actually more, just one word. You going to come back here? This is a new home? You going to make this a home as well?
Yeah, I love Saudi Arabia. I love the energy here. I love the fans. Everybody treated me well, and it was an amazing time for me.
Appreciate the work tonight, man.
Shakur Stevenson brushed off Gervonta Davis' remarks, advising him to concentrate on his upcoming match with Lamont Roach. Stevenson even boldly stated that Roach could defeat Davis, a comment that many found controversial. While most experts leaned toward Davis, it seems Stevenson's remarks were more aimed at provoking him than offering a serious prediction. It's clear that Stevenson is trying to grab Davis' attention and set the stage for a potential showdown.
Shakur, obviously, Tank Davis is the name on everyone's lips. Eddie Hearn spoke about it. Tank tweeted tonight, LOL, during the mid-rounds. What do you make of that?
That's what he's supposed to do. He got to do that, but once again, he got to fight next week, right? So let's see. Let's see what he do. He fighting Lamont Roach next week. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight.
Do you think Lamont Roach could beat Tank Davis next week?
I think yes. I think it's possible. I think Lamont Roach is a good fighter, so he better shut up and stay focused.
What's the conversations been like with Turki Alalshik about that Gervonta Tank Davis fight? Because Eddie says he wants to make it.
Turkey want to make the fight too. I think that once again, it's the biggest fight in boxing. He won it. I won it. Now it's all up to Tank.
Last one from me. Terence Crawford said you're like his little brother, and he's so proud of you tonight. What does it mean to you hearing that from Terence?
It means everything. Like I said, I'm an elite level fighter. I'm on the highest skill level, and I got my brothers coming here supporting me. I could listen to him a little bit more because he know what he's talking about. So I appreciate him, and I thank him for coming.
Shakur, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
During his bout with Josh Padley, Shakur Stevenson seemed to re-injure his surgically repaired left hand. Observers noticed him wincing after landing certain punches, which may explain why he didn't go for an early knockout. Despite battling an injured hand, Shakur Stevenson showcased his elite skills by stopping Josh Padley. Boxing legends and analysts commended his technique and ring intelligence, but not everyone was impressed. Many fans found the fight dull, criticizing the absence of an explosive knockout. This divide between purists who appreciate Stevenson's style and casual fans seeking more action continues to fuel ongoing debates.
Boring Shakur, that's what all boxing fans saying right now. Even though Shakur Stevenson did get TKO stoppage after getting his hand surgery, he did hurt Padley with a body shot earlier in the fight. In the 9th round, after again catching Padley to the body, Padley's corner threw in the towel. Shakur Stevenson is polarizing. Professional athletes, the top boxers today, stay on Shakur's side, saying that he is great. His technique and abilities is just on another level. On the other side, we have fans who are just not satisfied with his style, not fan-friendly fighter. I could agree to that. When Shakur lets his hands go, he does land. He's accurate. He is great. But what is he gonna do from now on? Is he gonna continue being stubborn and do what he does and see what he gets him? Or he gives fans what they're asking for by being more aggressive, by getting stoppages? There's Gervonta Davis, Keyshawn Davis, there's Lomachenko.
Many fans were disappointed with Shakur Stevenson's performance, feeling he should have stopped Josh Padley much earlier. With a clear skill gap and Padley stepping in on short notice, expectations were high for Stevenson to deliver a swift finish.
Shakur Stevenson defeats Josh Padley in the 8th round after dropping him 3 times and his team throwing in the white towel to end the fight. Now, it was a very good performance by Shakur Stevenson, but I don't know if I'm just a hater or I don't like the guy, but I didn't like the fight. I thought that Shakur Stevenson could have put out Padley a lot earlier. I understand that Shakur Stevenson is a patient fighter and he likes to take his time and he likes to pick his punches very, very carefully, but I think having a Padley that took this fight on Tuesday was a very good opportunity for you to show us, the whole boxing community, the whole world, that you can knock somebody out, and he had that opportunity and I feel like he just didn't take it. So for me, it's just kind of a bad taste. Again, I don't know if I'm just a hater or a lot of other people feel this way, so I'm curious to know if you think that Shakur Stevenson could have done better.
I got to make sure that I'm on top of my game because there's a lot of great fighters in the division. Even though I think the division was overrated because they wasn't fighting each other. But now that they fighting each other, there's a lot of great fighters and I got to be on top of my A game.
Despite the criticism and ongoing debates, Shakur Stevenson remains laser-focused on one goal, a showdown with Gervonta Davis. He believes their fight would be one of the greatest in boxing history, a true test of skill, speed, and ring IQ. With all the build-up and tension surrounding the matchup, the anticipation has never been higher.
You and Tank ever linked up in the ring?
Yeah, we sparred before.
Can we ever expect a fight?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's going to be one of the biggest fights in the world.
No cap.
I feel like how they talking about Earl and Bud Crawford, I feel like me and Tank going to be basically 2.0 of that.
Yeah.
Probably even bigger than that. So
that Earl and Bud, who you got?
I think it's a great fight. I ain't going to pick no winner. I'm forever rocking with Bud regardless, though. So I want to sit there as a fan. But at the end of the day, you got to realize, too, like with Earl, people don't know. Earl showed me like a lot of love since I done came out the amateurs. I'm trying to stay out of that. I'm trying to be more so the person that just watch as a fan and just watch how the fight go and just sit there, enjoy the fight.